Hmm. How long can I go? Can anybody give me an idea of a timeline I can go tonight? How long can I go? Like, or how long can you spare? Who's here tonight? Let me see. Okay. What's wrong with this charger? I hope you guys are all in with your names. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, Chairman, change your name. So when you come in, please get in with your name. All right. Um, okay. As long as I want to. If you make it about me, you guys are not going to sleep tonight. We're going to do all night. All right. Hmm. So I have two things in mind, depending on how time is going to permit me. One is setting the right foundation for you, then getting your expectations thoroughly clear. Maybe getting our expectations thoroughly clear. Then another part of setting the right foundation for you is maybe step one is understanding what's against you as a trader. That's our first topic into the mentorship, but I don't know if I'm going to get into that. Maybe the first thing I want to do right now is there is a difference between an expectation and a goal. How many of you know that? All right, there's a difference between what you expect and what you want to do. Okay, an expectation is what an expectation is that which you're looking at achieving based on what you do. Okay, I need you guys to write that down. An expectation is that which you um is actually the result outcome of what you do. That's what you're looking at achieving based on what you do. It's not just entirely what you're looking at achieving. There is a context of based on what you do. So I know the first class that I've done, I've been able to give you guys, I said the next class, which we were supposed to hold on Friday, was we're going to put practical methods on how your goals should look like. How many of you remember? Okay, that's setting the right foundation for your goal, for your expectations. Okay, now that you guys know that, oh, there is more to what goals are. Okay, so I asked you the simple question I asked you guys was, what's your trading goal? Okay, it could have been different when I asked you what's your trading expectation. One of the things you guys are going to see is that it's going to be the same, probably. Many people miss expectations for goals. All right, goals are work driven. Okay, expectations are things of the heart, are desire oriented. Okay. So whilst we're going to really dig deep into that, because if I have to get into expectation, I need to break it into, different fundamentals. Many of you have clearly stated out. I don't want to go into the detail of what it looks like. One of the things I want to be able to do as a group uh, mentor is I've seen everyone's journey. Some of you are not new. Some of you are restarting. Some of you are resetting. I think resetting is actually the best option. One of the things I can tell you is, which I've stated clearly, the best goals are creating the foundation of building the person that wants to achieve the expectation. How many of you remember that? Put 10 on the chat. Your goal should be a builder this year. All right. You want to be the person that can say, I want to earn $500 in a trading session, $1,000 in a trading week, $1,000 in a trading month. See, the money doesn't matter, as the person do. Okay, so one of the things you want to do is focus on the person. Please let me change my name later. I don't know. You can just rename, just click on the option rename. That's you change your name. Okay. Focus on the person. Now, many people are afraid of themselves. There's a psychological part of us that makes us run after things we can blame others for, we can depend on others for. We are self-unreliant. We don't like to rely on ourselves. We don't like to trust ourselves. We don't like to bring the light back to ourselves because somehow we are afraid of ourselves. We're scared of what we cannot be able to achieve. So that is the first mental approach you want to bring into everything is going to be about me. All right. Everything is going to be consciously driven towards my trading attitude, my trading discipline. All right. My attitude and my discipline. Put the light on that. I'm trying to set the right foundation before I even get into, because anything that I am doing or I'm going to be doing, I'll help you. I'm not going to teach you guys. All right. I'm not here to teach anybody how to trade. We're going to get that in a general scheme. But one of the things you guys will find out that you're going to start seeing is you're getting the best out of the trainings. Because why? You're focusing more on the person who's learning. Okay. In life, when there is no direction, there is just play. You're just playing, you're just moving, roaming around. There has to be a direction. And the first directional process you want to set for yourself as a trader is to know the trader. Okay, who is this trader? So there's a couple of things I'm going to be doing. I'm just giving you guys an overview. So you know what's the purpose, the drive like. So when we look depth, so I wanted to ask a question, but I feel like that's what really my heart is telling me to do, but I feel like it's going to elongate the session. Um, okay. How many of you have been able to identify your problem, your major challenge and your problem over the last times or couple periods you put into trading? Have you been able to identify what your simple adversary or challenges are? Everyone, let me know in the chat. Network is freezing. That's not from my end. I think the first step to success in every successful battle is not won by will, it's won by strategy. And every strategy has components. Okay. Your ability to be able to see first into your opponent and know what they have over you. What's their formation? What's their strategy of operation? It's not it's not the focus on winning the battle. How you win the battle is being able to identify the enemies of operation, formation. What do they have over you? What do they have against you? That's how you win a battle. So it's the same thing we're bringing into this battle of success. It's a battle to win. The success journey is a battle. So you have to know, what are you battling against? If you do not treat it like an adversary battle, so you set the right foundation or the right formation, it's almost like you're living a life complacent or comfortable with what's going on. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to do. If I want to help the person in the room achieve their next pressing milestone, what has been their battle? What has been your battle? What has been your biggest challenge in the room? And whilst you are answering, copy and paste and write somewhere. These are things you guys will look back at the end of the year that these are the things I worked on. Because at the end of the day, I don't want you to just work on yourself. Have a blueprint of how it worked. So I'm going to talk less, just trying to teach you things are practical. These are practical steps. So you can look back at another young person struggling in trading and you can tell them, this is what I did. A process-based mentorship. So what has been your biggest challenge as a trader? So some of you have in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Some of you have in year up to 5 years. Some of you are 6 months. So what have you seen to be your biggest challenge? Write them down. Could be one thing, could be five things. Everybody right now, write it down. This is normally supposed to be a vocal communication, but it's going to take time. So I just need you guys to write it down. Okay. Uh, yeah. Then I probably may call one or two persons to be my focal point. Mm. Marker says impatience and greed. Okay. Consistency in practice, impatience and fear. Okay, trying so many trading strategies. Okay. Fear of missing out, FOMO. All right. Not staying with my plan. Fear. Okay, good. Now, okay. So the reason I said I was going to make someone a focal point. Sometimes we say things, but we don't really understand them, or we say things that are result phase set, okay, but not cause effect. Okay, so if you say you're afraid, fear is not the problem. What are you afraid of? What causes the fear? So sometimes you have to go rooted to be able to identify. So when you say impatient, okay, the question is why are you impatient? Impatient is not a problem. The cause effect is, okay. Greed, all right, is a result effect of a cause. So those are the things we'll begin to look. These are the things, they are not the elephant in the room, but they feed the elephant. Okay. So let's speak. What's the average amongst all of you right now? Impatient, right? Impatient. Impatient. Okay. Consistency in practice, impatient. So impatient comes out more. Okay. Um, okay, so let me pick chairman. What's We Africa? Chairman is We Africa, right? What's that your name? What's your That's why I'm always telling you guys to hold on. Let me unmute. So you unmute yourself. Okay. We Africa. So you unmute yourself. Okay, good. And you happen not to be on your video. So now I told you guys that you guys should be camera ready, but I'm on this class right now. You guys have failed me. And I don't want to dress energy on that, and I don't know why. Okay. Despite the fact that I say that, let me tell you something, every one of you. Okay. The beauty of your communication lies in your eyes. There's a reason I told you guys to be your camera. There's much. I struggle to try to help when I don't see you. One is there's already a challenge that we're far away. This is screen. We have to make it look closer and tighter. And one of the ways we could do that is connecting through video. It bridges some distance. And I'm trying, this is a relationship that I'm trying to connect to you on ways you guys simply don't, you cannot understand how that works. Okay. The biggest gateway to your life is your eyes. So if you want someone to really help you, you don't need to say too much. Your eye says much. So that's one of the ways I connect with people. And I also want you guys to know that one of the reasons you guys trust me more, like, is every time you see my video, you see my eyes. There is truth in my eyes. You guys don't know, okay, but your eyes reveals more than, okay. So it has more. Try your best. It's one of the best skills you can learn when it comes to community, because a community is a living cell. You want to offer trust, okay. Do that. You're not doing it for me. It will help you in ways you don't imagine. So, We Africa, please remind me that your name again.
Steven Namdi.
Yeah, Stephen Ono, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Stephen, you're the one in Germany.
No.
Uh,
I'm
what
in
country?
East Nigeria.
Okay. Oh, one of them is in Germany. Okay, you're the one in Germany, right? What country? One of you is in one country. Right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good, beautiful. All right, good. Thank you. So, impatient. Why do you think impatient is your problem?
Because I'm being greedy.
Why do you think you're greedy? You're greedy. Wait, hold on. Hold on. You are impatient because you're greedy? Okay. Like a train of thought. Okay, I'm trying to get into the train of thought. Yeah, impatience can be a submission for greed. You want to just get it quickly. All right, good. That aligns. So why do you think you're greedy?
Because that's the way you explained it before, that you are trading your need.
Your niche. So your
Yeah,
niche.
yeah. I think, yeah, that's one of the reasons. Like most times, whenever I focus on, okay, I need this thing, I lose a lot of amount of money. But once I'm calm, once I'm in a good state of mind, I'm not in want of everything. I literally do flip my accounts in like 100% in a week. But once I have that mindset of I need to get this in, I need to get this in, I lose my money. I lose money.
So it becomes a conflict of hype desire.
Yes,
So the
yes.
moment your desire is known, the fear and the operation of greed sets in. Okay. And one of the tools of greed is you become impatient with yourself and your setup and all. Okay, good. So the problem is not impatience. Okay. The problem has to now come with self-identity. All right. So many people are lost. Practically, okay, people are lost to themselves. People know so many things, but they don't know themselves. And the absence of identity would always be the waste of time. Identity. One of the things I said is you want to build to know you, to develop you. Okay. So it's not about what you want to know, what you want to get, who wants to get them, and why. Some of the times you ask yourself, why this goal? What is it for? Who has this goal? All right. You're going to find yourself and where you are. So greed, impatient. I'm going to name a couple of things. There's a reason I asked this question. One of the things I want to first do is give you guys clarity of the major challenges worldwide, as a data that people do that makes them not successful in trading. So you guys see that this is a common adversary across globally. It's a global data. You're not unique to you. But one of the things I want to be able to do is now streamline it to why. Why do people have this? It all comes to identity. Okay, so impatience, and somehow they are all connected to identity. All right, so self-worth. So let me give you a case in point. If I don't need to earn $1,000, do you think I'll be greedy to earn $1,000? You guys process the question of it. If I don't need to earn $1,000, do you think I'm going to be greedy to earn $1,000? Okay, if I have unknown what I have is greater than $1,000 and is more worthy to me, do you think I would want to lose it to get $1,000? And I process this again. If what you have is more of worth to what you want to get, would you rather protect what you have or cast it to get what you want? So these are part of the things, the psychological play of identity. Many of you, the problem is you don't have, and you don't have, you have a don't have mentality. So everything, okay, is a gamble. The greed is when you do not understand your self-worth and your value worth, and everything you want to get is what is worth to you. Okay. The best asset in your life you have to prioritize, one of the solutions is your time. Your time is more worthy than your pocket. Okay. So somehow you have to find a way to climax the value of your time. Now we're going to come into details, but there is a solution for everything. And the solution is not literally money. It's just consciousness. All right. But there has to be something you're conscious towards. Many of you don't have that yet. Now, I'll practically just lay down the foundations for us to work with. Okay. And now I have a lot of things that I have not vi visually created, but I already have them as workbooks. Okay. So I'm going to, so I will just copy. Where can I copy and paste this? Okay. So that you guys can look at this while I'm So I'm going to create a visual for this. I created this for tonight's call. All right. I've not really spoon proof. What do they call it? But I think it's commonly going to be it's going to do. So I need everybody to have it. Uh, okay. And please, what I share with you guys, don't share with anybody. That's why I always like to create. You guys don't share. This is just for you guys. Um, so this is what I want to create into a PDF. But you guys are getting it raw. Okay. So no, I can't pick it's long. So okay, hold on. Let me see if it can enter whiteboard. Let's see. Trying to see if I can paste. No, I can't paste. I can't paste. I can't paste. No, it's not allowing me to paste. Why is it not allowing me to paste? Okay. Okay, let me see. Let me copy from this laptop first. Though I've sent it, but it let me see if it's going to be more. Yeah. Okay, so for some reason, I can transfer a copy. Okay. Okay, done. All right, so it's here. I may be able to treat some of them tonight. Somebody is writing on the screen. I don't know if you're doing that unconsciously. I can see right up on the screen. I don't know. Okay, so we have this. Let me see. Let me dress this very well. It's long. Where is you? Okay. Can I make this big? Okay, let's see. All right. Can we manage this? We all can see this, right? All right, good. So I titled it, and this is something that I want you guys to, over the next 2, 3 weeks, identify your pointers. Many of you could relate with some of these things, probably not all of them. But the truth is, somebody is writing on my screen. Maybe you don't know. Okay, let me hold on. Let me see. Let me stop that. I think I can stop that. Post to share. There's a way I can stop. Hmm. Enable waiting room. Oh, hold on. Please, whatever you're doing with you guys are doing with the screen, don't write on the screen. Okay, but I'm not seeing that option of person just wrote again. I know you're doing this without knowing. Some of you, maybe you're just touching and sliding your screen, but it's showing here. Okay, see, uh, normally I could stop that. Or am I not looking in the right place? Okay, hold on, I'll figure this out because even the person does not know. Let's see if it's here. Okay. I'm not really seeing the option, man. And it's disturbing when I see you right. Please, okay. I normally do see stop or cancel or stop others from. Okay. So please, you guys help me. Help me. Don't type on the screen. Don't touch your screen for now. Okay. I'm the one. Man, this is so much right off. Okay. Let me just focus. Let me see if I can work with this. So the whole idea is to see why most traders struggle and how to fix it. So there is actually a direction for this. Okay. Challenge one, no trading plan. So I'm just going to go to the header. So most of these things are prompts that I'm going to use to create the slide. So that's why you're seeing the whole of it. Okay. No trading plan. Number one. Okay. And that is broken down into when you do not have entry. So I need you guys to write two things down. Just to simplify this thing is, okay, two words, trading condition. I think when the person is trying to, okay, you just deleted now. So the person who just deleted, you're the person doing this thing because you did and you just deleted. So I believe you should be able to manage this. Okay. Trading condition and trading discipline, two things. Trading condition and trading discipline. Just write these two things down. Okay, we're gonna measure on that because everything around your trading discipline is centered around your trading condition, all right, and your trading condition. What did I just say? Trading condition and trading. It's not discipline. What's happening with my something just flopped my head right now. Decision, yeah, not discipline. Okay. So it's all going to boil down to those two things. Your greed, your indiscipline, everything, okay, is going to boil down to these two things. Your trading decision on your trading condition. Every strategy is a trading condition. Okay, the discipline to executing that condition, okay, is centered around your decision. Okay, so no entry rules, no exit rules, no restructure, random decision making. These are all decision oriented. Okay. Bottom line, without a trading plan, you lead to emotional mistakes. Your decisions are guided emotionally when there are no rules or structure, condition. Okay, there has to be a condition for every trade. It's not about how much you want to make. It's not about how much you want to make. It's not about how much you want to make. Okay. It's more about the condition you set to make whatsoever amount you want to make. Because when there is a condition, the decision is going to be easy. When there is not a condition, your emotions will be more. And your emotions is what leads to what you've been doing over the years. Am I making sense? Okay. You have to set a condition around your decision. So I'm going to just identify the conditions, what is condition oriented and what is decision oriented, what affects conditions. Okay. So poor risk management is condition. Many people don't condition their finances in trading. Okay. Over leveraging. Okay. No stop loss, risking too much per trade. It's because there is no trading condition. Okay. I never forget one bad trade can erase a weak progress. All right. Challenge three, emotional trading is a trading decision problem because there is no trading condition. Fear and greed, revenge trading, FOMO. Okay, it's because you do not have a condition. If you have a condition is a structure of trading. I cannot be afraid when I know what I want to do in the market. I don't come to the market as a gamble. I come to give. Okay? I come to sow. So I have a sowing condition. So when I sow my seed, I'm not afraid I'm going to lose it because I already have a condition of loss and win. Am I making sense? Okay. Are you guys getting something? So if you focus more on investing on your conditions, your emotions will eradicate. It will fly over time. It's not going to be immediate, but you're going to find out that your emotions are just getting away. It's getting out of line. Like it's getting out of the line of your what? Trading. Okay. The fourth challenge is over trading. It's because there is no structure for trading. You would always do what your emotions tell you to do. Okay. Trading every market moves. Your candles are so many of you have the eyes of prostitute. Okay. You do not know what to trade on. And so many of you also have this knowledge flex. There's something they call knowledge flex in trading. Okay. Uh, in time, I'll be able to help you guys know that when you know something, you want to flex your ability and show that this could do something. If there is no condition for it, then it's all a waste. You don't have to show that you can use what you know to make money. And you don't have to show other people that you know how to trade. See, there are so many things you guys have picked along the line. It has affected your trading decision. You trade for you. The moment you realize this, you're building a future with trading. It's part of what you're going to see. Trading is a business, it's a profession, it's a career. And you're not in a career for someone or what someone told you or what someone thinks about you. You're not in a competition to outrun somebody. Self-worth. So some of you are in the business because of low self-esteem, financial low self-esteem. So you're doing this for others, what people will say. So sometimes you guys want to trade to flex. And you're wasting your financial muscle in doing so. And guess what? You're never going to please anyone. You're only going to get, oh, this guy is doing well. And eventually, that's all. Am I making sense? So it all comes back to your personal identity. What are you trading for? What are you trying to do? Everything you do, why are you doing it? Okay? Because not until you begin to really know why you're doing it, you cannot build a discipline around it. And even if you build a discipline without a why, it is not a discipline. Okay? It's just a fuel to get you in the same wrong direction you're going to. Am I making sense? Are you guys with me? Am I slow enough for you guys to grab the communication? Okay? Is it making sense? You guys let me know in the chat. Makes sense. Do make sense in the chat. Okay. So when you have the challenge of overtrading, it's not because you like to overtrade. It's because you don't have a structure. You don't have a condition of trading. And the reason some of you don't have a condition of trading is because you're lost to yourself. I'll come to that. Okay. Now, lack of discipline is also a problem of the absence of structure, absence of condition, because you cannot be disciplined outside of structure. You cannot be disciplined outside of an instruction. What instruction have you given to yourself? Condition. Every good strategy is condition based. Okay? Breaking trading rules. There has to be a rule, condition. Skipping stop loss, emotion. There's a condition. There's a reason you have a stop loss, is to protect your entry and to be able to know your condition. Now, sometimes we lose trades simply because of our stop loss. A stop loss is not a problem. A stop loss is a guide to establish a condition. So let me give you guys a scope. When we do coding, when we're trying to design strategies, what the computer needs is 1 plus 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. They don't understand our emotions. We have to instruct them by numbers. Okay. So if I am coding a particular strategy, I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that the London breakout sniper, I'm trying to automate it. It's been difficult to automate because London breakout sniper has a variation of risk stop loss. It's hard to coding the entry, the risk, every other thing in the strategy has been successful, but what changes the result is the risk. Because why? The risk is not constant, but the entry is constant. So for a good strategy to be established, it has to be a constant. Hence, you're going to now begin to detailize the variation to see which input comes with that. See, it's the same thing about our trading. The reason we have a stop loss is to establish a condition that works. If it is not conditioned, you will never know how you got it right. It's not knowing what's going to buy. Sometimes, okay, you will be very accurate prediction wise that the market is going to buy. But at what risk is it going to buy? If you cannot measure the risk you know it's going to buy, then you are actually gambling. If you do not build your trading around protection, okay, you can never be preserved. And the whole idea of success on the long run is through preservation. Do you guys know that? If you cannot preserve your capital, you can promote your capital, but it will not last if you cannot preserve it. Am I making sense? Are you guys still with me? Put 100 in the chat or put tracking. That's a word I need you guys to if you guys do me tracking. Okay. It's more about capital. When we talk about risk management, management is about protection. It's not about advancement. In the code of time, okay, advancement is natural, but protection is lacking. People don't know how to protect. Growth is inevitable when you're well protected. But a lot of people they don't stay long enough to experience high level of stability because they expose their capital too early. So they may make a lot of money, but over time they don't stay long enough to experience growth. So capital preservation is one of the key things to grow. So that is why you need a stop loss. Not because sometimes I'm angry at my stop loss. I know a trade will win, but it just takes me out and it go into the win. I experienced that last week a lot because of my stop loss. But guess what? I don't change my condition because I had a loss. I will find a way, modify the condition to accommodate the right loss. Am I making sense? Because that is the only way I grow. Because if I can find a way to modify the loss, that it becomes a win over time, that is when you build a good trading strategy. Am I making sense? So don't change your trading condition because you're losing. And don't leave your trading condition because don't say, oh, I want to change this. I'm always analyzing the market and it's always working, but my stop loss is taking me out. Now, I don't want to use stop loss. You just went into a battle you can never win. Amen. Okay, good. I can stay on this one. All right. Okay. Inconsistency is also outside of a condition. So bottom line, discipline is the bridge between strategy and profit. Okay. The sixth challenge is unrealistic. Did you guys hear goals? No, expectation. There's no problem with your goal. The problem is with your expectation. At least I made the last video very, very revealing. Many of you now knew that, oh, you had bad expectation, untamed expectation, unclear expectation, unrealistic expectation. There's a difference between an expectation and a dream, a desire. Okay? Your expectation has to be aligned with you. Your desire can be offline. I'll say that again. Your expectation has to be online with you. Your desire can be offline. Desire is a spiritual thing. Expectation is more of a physical mental thing. Your desire is spirit driven. It's something God and the universe drives as it sees your expectation align with you. Your desire is going to, you can have a story building desire, okay? But how God is going to give you a story building desire is the foundation of your expectation. It has to align with you. You can get any dream, but God is going to build. What God does is that He builds you with the right expectation. Am I making sense? So your expectation is a tool to get your desire. It has to be aligned with you. You grow with your expectation. So your problems are your expectations. There's no unrealistic dream or desire, but there are unrealistic expectations. You're sitting in an office earning 20,000 or 200,000 naira in a month, and you want to drive a Ferrari. You expect to drive a Ferrari at the end of the year. That's unrealistic. True or true? Your salary is 200,000. Just because you see some of your friends in the office or some people who are your mates, your schoolmates, driving Ferrari, and the next thing is, I have a living God. God can do everything. God, my goal this year is to drive a Ferrari. No, that's not even God. I want to that becomes the moment you ask, that becomes don't sometimes what people don't know. You are an emotional being living in a body that has carnal senses. You're driven by your senses. What you see drives your feelings, and your feelings become prayer points unknown to you. Okay, so what you don't know, there's the right way to pray. Whilst you're praying, there's something God wants you to do. He said, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. He said, as long as the hair is still a child. Now, God can give you everything, but what He wants you to do is to grow. True or true? Are you guys with me? He will not deprive you of those things because He has the ability to do them. But one of the things He's going to do, He expects you to grow. God has an expectation. So it means, and His expectation is somewhat precise. At the same time, you have to make sure your expectation are somewhat precise, aligned with that which you see and desire. You cannot have a 200,000 naira salary, zero plans on business investment, nothing set up, and you want to drive a Ferrari. Come on, okay? That is unrealistic because it's not principle based, it's not aligned with laws. So where do you want God to bring it from? And this is where people now have a wrong reality of feeling on miracles. So you stress God and you set up foundations for disappointment because that's what's going to happen. Now, I'm bringing this on the spiritual side for you guys to know in the depth of our own setting goals. So some of you said, I want to make 100. I'm bringing depth to it. You set a goal, I want to make 100,000, and you don't have the capital for it. You don't have the skill set for it. You don't even know how you're going to go about it, but you have it as a goal. It's not bad to have it as a goal, to have it as an expectation, okay? But how can you set the right goal that you're not naturally aligned with what it takes to achieve it? So the first thing is, just as the scripture says, desire the meek that you may grow thereby. Desire the right information that you will walk the person who can get that goal, because the dream is not out of place. Am I making sense? Are you guys with me? Okay. So having unrealistic expectation is one thing you want to work with. I have $100 right now. I have $1,000 right now. Don't have expectations beyond what $1,000 can do for you over the next 6 months. Build capacity to have realistic, unrealistic expectation. Build the capacity. So someone like me, I can say I want to make $1 million in 3 years. All right. I have what it takes to set that expectations for this year. I have what it takes, but I don't stay even because what apart from it is not unrealistic if I set that type of expectation, but I also know that I am not emotionally capable to withstand that battle yet. Because comes that type of goal, I have to expose my emotions, put it in a battle line that I'm not yet prepared for. Okay, I'll talk about that later. Okay, so the whole idea that builds the body, creation of this unrealistic, get rich quick mindset, oversized position, chasing losses. Many people don't understand what that means. Chasing losses. I wish I can talk about that. Nobody gets to chase losses, but what you do sometimes, you're chasing losses. Okay. Trading is a marathon, not a lottery. I like this. Are we together? All right. Trading is a marathon. It's a business. It's a profession. It is not a lottery. It's not a gamble. You can't win it with a gamble mindset. All right. Now, this is one of the most remarkable one that you guys will not understand in a hurry. You know, I've always said that your trading success is dependent on your data. You build data to assess. Okay, you want to assess your growth, and the only way you can assess your growth is not through your trading result, it's through your trading data. You can see how you got your result. Your ability to see how you got your result, you're working on something different from just getting result. You want to know how you got the result, and you want to know how you can get better on them. So no, people don't have review system. That is why they are not growing. They have good strategies. Some of you've came across good strategies, but because you did not trade those strategies with a review mindset, you never knew how those strategies could have made you better because you were just looking for results. If you only data those strategies for at least 6 months to 1 year, you probably will be a multiple 4, 5, 6 figure income trader today with that same strategy. Because what a strategy needs is a win ratio. Now, the strategy does not need you to have its ratio, but you need you to work that ratio out. So the ability to have that winning ratio and getting that winning ratio is the work process because the strategy will not change. You will. So there may be a strategy that is winning 75% of the time, but you're trading it, you're not getting 75%. It's nothing, it has nothing to do with the strategy. It has everything to do with your trading style, trading approach, risk management style. You now need to refine it, and you can't refine it if you do not data it. Am I correct? That's where the power of data is. How am I taking this strategy? It may just be your risk application. It may just be your times and modes of trading. How many trades do you take a day? Now, it is one way to get how the strategy got you that win ratio. But to duplicate it, something may just be holding you back. You're too impatient to actually stay through time. So when some of you hear 6 months, you can get that. You're looking for something you get in a month. So you abandon the way of doing it in 6 months. You want to do it in a month. True or true? Something you were supposed to do in a 6 month period of time, you would want to do it in 2 months. So the problem was not the strategy. When you documented it, you documented a period of 6 months. Now you're trading it to get it in 2 months. There's a problem there. Okay. So these are things you guys need. You need to work on your data and be honest. Be simple because your data will pay you. Okay. The result you're looking for is in the data you're avoiding. Datalize your trade. That's why you need to give time. Okay. No trading journal, no performance tracking, repeating the same mistake without even knowing you're making mistake. Bottom line, what you don't measure, you can't improve. I always say this. Okay. What you don't measure, you can improve. So the most important thing is getting data to improve on. There are systems that would invest in your data, not your result. There are places you can't say I'm a trader. the first thing they're going to ask you, what's your track record? And what creates them? They want to see the metrics. They don't need your results. They just need to know how you get that data. Am I making sense? A challenge, okay, weak trading psychology. Now, this is a main measure of your person's stress. You don't trade on some people, you're already financially stressed. Okay, you're looking for more money than your account can make before you came in, before you woke up into trading that day. You're already stressed. Bees are on top of your neck. You're already financially stressed. Your outcome is not going to be natural. Some of you have too much expectations for your trading accounts. Some of you accommodate fear and doubt. Nobody can help that. You just have to relieve yourself to the process. Forget what your expectation has been. Your process will produce your product, will produce your progress. Trust in your process. Leave everything. If you have to lose the account, lose the account. If you have to let go of those things you're prized on, okay, see, give up give in, all right, to grow up. Or I would say give up to grow up. Many of you are holding too much on your present. You don't want to give it up because it means so much to you, but sometimes you have to give up to grow up. Am I making sense? Write that down. Write it down. I have to give up to grow up. Give up your pride. What will people think of you if you lose that account? What would I think of myself? What would people say? Some of you sometimes you just have to give your bad trading relationship. Some of you have bad trading relationship. You know you're following someone. That person is not adding physical, mental, skill set, spiritual value to your life, but you're just following them because of something that is born out of nothing. Give up. Bad relationship. Toxic environment. Be sacred this year. Be sacred. Work on yourself. One of the decisions I made it since last year, and I made it deeper this year. And as a mentor, I'll tell you, work on yourself in your closet. Don't allow anybody know what you're doing. The more people know, if you want to work on yourself, it is easier in private. Don't work on yourself and you're showing everybody on social media. Social attention brings bad energy. Are we together? Don't do things and you think you're growing, you want to show people. Oh boy, you're attracting something you can't maintain. So the best way to work on yourself is to work in silence, work in private. That way, people can track you, map you to attack you. Before they would think they are, they would have to see you to attack you. Now, the version they would see, they can only see the result, but the root that created the result, they can attack the result, but the root that created the result was worked in silence. They can't attack that. People can only attack what they see. Amen? Are you guys with me? I'm sharing with you guys significant, these are things when you just work on. So I made a decision this year that my goal is to work on me, because if I give you guys what I am looking at doing, it's too big to visualize. So I am working on the person, the formational structure. Why did I select you guys? In silence, you know how many people that I know? Do you know how much money I can make? This is a business you guys are experiencing right now. Do you guys know that, right? Every seat on this table is worth nothing less than $5,000. Every one of you here right now. You guys know that, right? At least the people who have paid knows. Some of you here, you have paid for my mentorship. You know how expensive that is. Okay, and guess what? There are many people that needs this, but I don't offer. For everyone I've had a personal relationship in mentorship that has paid, I sat you down and I asked you before I even collected money for mentoring. It's not a business for me. I can sell it as a business, but you know, one of the things I decided, by the guidance of the Holy Spirit, this is not public. I chose to make it silent. There are many people that are more desirous than you guys, some of you that are here, that are more qualified. Okay? But I chose, led by the Spirit of God and divine timing, to walk you guys in silence. I'm not going to share your group, share your progress, tell people I know how to do this. No. When I get where I want to get, we can set up a structure on it. But I first have to walk in silence. I'm not going to post, oh, I'm having this VIP group. Okay, my person. I'm not going to do that. You guys are never going to see that. Okay? Because why? I'm walking in silence, pouring in silence, developing in silence. Okay? And I can do this for the next 2-3 years. When I have the proof of what I'm looking at, I can say, okay, good. I can have a team mentorship system, build a business if I want to. And if I do it at that time, you can't attack it because why? There are already product from it. Am I making sense? This is what a strategy is. Some people expose themselves too early. Some of you expose yourself to your outcome too early. It's just like funding an account when you've not learned what to do with that account, how you want to trade that. You're funding because you wanted to make money. Bad practices. You get mental fatigue, lack of focus. Bottom line, your mindset determines your execution. So treat your mindset. See, your personal peace matters. Personal peace. Go for it. Sometimes you have to cut your coat according to your heart. Measure your heart and cut your coat. There are certain things you shouldn't do this year, or you shouldn't do now. You've been doing them and it's unproductive. Stop. Focus on you. See, this may be deep. I may not go in the length of that, but this is one of the things I've been doing it for the last 3 years. There's a lot I can do. I could have been doing, but I made a decision to work on me. And the thing you guys are about to experience that's going to launch right now, you would know why Ken Vrimo has been silent over the last 3 years. Like, I even decided to come as low to join a company. All right. People think, oh, I joined company. You can't remove. Why did you join it? No, I know what I was doing. Well, sorry to use the word come as low. Many of you will understand that. Okay. Not that the people who are there are, if you know what I am building, or you know what I've been building, you wouldn't expect me to join a company. True or true? For some of you that have heard a piece of what I've shared with you. Guess what? I had the goal, I had everything to launch it. But I didn't. Why? I needed to work on the person that perfects the result that will come out. Okay. I launched Pewat Nation in 2022. I had everything it took, but there was an experience I didn't have. Okay. And I learned after launching. Sometimes it's not about what you have. Sometimes it's not because you had the money to buy that account. Sometimes it's not because you have the strategy to trade it. There is more to success, growth, stability that you have to learn through time. Okay. Every experience leads you to learning. You have to be prepared to learn, not earn. Your learning resides your earning. So the consciousness is, am I learning? What am I learning? Okay. So over the last 3 years, I've learned a lot. I've built internalized learning. I even decide to dig deep into learning more about communities, more about trading needs. And I've been silent all this while. Why? Because there is a destination that I'm going. I am so intentional about perfecting the person that can give people these needs, creating a structure that can give people these needs, not making money. Okay. Am I making sense? I wish I can go more on that. Okay. So the solution The trader's growth formula. Now, I'll work with this, okay? A clear trading plan is good. Condition. Proper risk management, condition. Emotional control, decision. Discipline and consistency, it's decision. Continuous learning. I told you, your learning resides your earning. So have a mindset that everything you're doing, you're learning. Okay? Everything you're doing, you're learning. Conclusion, all right? Trade like a professional. Profitable trading is not about predicting the market. It's about managing yourself. It's not about getting blues or being afraid of reds. Managing you. Okay? So over the year, you're going to learn how to manage you more. So be open to the outcome of managing you. All right? Don't be scared of losing. What would you do if you lose? Be open to experiencing those losses. Don't avoid the losses. Don't say, oh, this market is not going to go my way, so you avoid it. You will never learn how to lose if you avoid your losses. So have conditions that appreciate your losses as well as they will appreciate your wins. Am I making sense? Okay. So I have a beautiful quote that ends it here of master your risk, master your mind, and the money will follow. If you can master your risk, which I'm going to help you guys do. All right. Then master your mind. I can't help you do that. I can only guide you to do so. It's a decision you have to make. Okay? Put yourself in the pedestal of mind journey. Journey into your mind. How do you really think? Track your thoughts. And you have to expose yourself to the things that put you on the inner side of your thought rather than the outer side of your thoughts. Okay? Call to action. Your next level starts now. What do you need to do? Build your trading system. That's one of the things we're going to do. I'm going to help you guys do so. Respect your risk. It's a decision you have to make, but you cannot have a rule, okay, you can't have respect if you don't have a rule. Okay, develop your mindset. It's a journey we all have to get into, okay? Then trade with discipline. Was this powerful? All right. Was this powerful? All right. So step one, you guys on this session right now, tell me how you feel. Just getting exposed to this information I just shared with you. You want to say, you can talk. Who is Bright? Okay, Bright. Bright, you came late.
Yeah. Okay. I want to say something.
Go ahead, Mr. Boy.
Okay, so this is powerful. It's brilliant. Um, see, it's an information we need to train our minds with. It's not something you hear once. Okay. Um, okay, just like Apostle Paul said, for me to say something over and over, repeat it, it is needful for you. It is not needful for me. This is my recommendation, right? And yeah, you prepared that like you want to do a slide for us, and it's beautiful, short. You can just look at it every morning. Looking at the headlines alone, it reminds you. What you need is a reminder every day, even before you train. The mind just needs training. Like you're picking up dumbbells every morning and you're lifting it. You get used to it. I mean, you start taking 5 kg, you move to 7, you move to 10. So just like what you've done now is under maybe 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay. Apart from the slide, right? Something like um a podcast or a recording, right? Of this, this is an information that can come in different media. The slides in a small video, the podcast, something you can just plug as you're driving, you put it in your ears again, and then it's reminding you even before you take that trade. By the time you listen to this thing, right, and before you take a trade, Your hearing can remove voice before you take that trade. You would remember something would jolt him. I don't use that risk. No, don't remove your stop loss. So I think it's what we need. Like you said, it's not the money you have, not the size of the account. Equity is no longer a challenge. You can get equity anywhere. If you choose to stay in this environment, you already have the environment. The next thing you need to work on is you. And faith comes by hearing.
Yeah.
Success in trading comes by hearing, and hearing by the words of your coach. Yeah, so that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Talking in the line of my thought, there are a lot of things that I propose to do this year. Like I said something to you guys. The first message I gave you guys, I said, first, I followed my spirit to obey. The formation of how it's going to look like is not properly clear, but I do know that the first step is God gives you an insight you accept. He's going to give you what it takes. And while you meditate on the thought and the ideas of God, you lift off the burden of what do I need to do? He will give you clarity of what you need to do. Whilst you said this thing you just said right now, you just see, I wish I could make you guys understand this. When there is purpose in your heart, there is provision, there is clarity when there is purpose. A lot of people, that's why I always come to self-identity. Many people, they don't know what they could get. I'm a stream of money. I'm not looking for money. I'm only trying to understand how my river flows. All right. And one of the things I'm going to help you guys understand is what I am doing here right now. One, is going to pay you a lot. Okay. But at the same time, it's paying me more. But I am the one giving more. The reason it's going to pay me more is because I'm the one giving more. Okay. Audio tape, part of one of the things I'm setting up already. Okay. You mentioned the podcast is already in line of thought. Okay. Creating podcasts for you guys will be, you're going to be excited about what's going to happen over the next couple of years with this inner circle. The things we're going to get into, the things you guys are going to experience in modeling. Okay, because one of the things I also want to do, I want you guys to see me as your first model of success, doing the same thing you're doing. All right. The handles of money that we're going to come into because of just practicing the same simple concept and ideas that we're going to share together. All right. So truth is, I'm going to be creating a podcast. Okay. We're going to lift up somewhere in this year. Okay. But I'm going to be creating a foundation for part of why I ask you guys questions is because there is an unclear direction. I've seen that the problem in this environment is not knowledge, it's guidance. Okay, there is the abundance of knowledge, but there is the absence of true guidance, which is related to mentorship. And more of the mentorship needed for trading success is not skill set. How many of you agree with me? It's not skill set, it's not strategy, it's psychology, trading mindset and psychology. And how can you help that? You have to get off the track of trading. You have to bring people into relationship. What do you think I'm bringing you guys into? Relationship. And guess what? You cannot live in this type of environment with this type of communication. This affects your soul and your spirit, and in turn will affect your body. True or true? Now, imagine we do this consistently, knowing that this is our expectation every day, reformation, okay? And guide on how to apply these reforming ideas. You're going to find that those trading application was easy all along. So one of the things I want to create, okay, is a psychology relationship-based trading mentorship. All right, it's going to be a foundation. And guess what? It's not priced. It's just going to be like what you guys experience in this group. I'm going to be creating that foundation. All right. I'm setting the foundation for that foundation. So what, because people don't even know what they need to pay for. You guys know that? People don't know what they need to pay for. So when you tell someone you need psychology reformation, they don't even know they need it. So the first thing you would do for them is to show them proof of how people have gone through that and how you intend to help them going through it without them paying for it. And now you can make them product. Guess what? It's going to be a business tomorrow. But first you have to create proof. What is happening here is more than what you guys see. Okay. But the first thing is creating the foundation. It's a privilege for me to have you guys on the first run of that foundation. Okay. But I want you guys, this also sets the right expectation that what you guys are experiencing on this call, I believe in my spirit, I know that you guys need it. Am I correct? It's not a guesswork. There is a conviction that it is needed for your trading journey. Okay, it is priority for your trading journey. In fact, it is clarity. You now know the problem. For some time now, you guys are now finally coming to term that you now know how to work on the problems that you've been experiencing because there is clarity. Okay, and guess what? There is a load that has been lifted up. From that call, you guys realize that money was not the problem. If you truly watch that starting right, you finally realize that your adversity, while you've been chasing money, money has not been the problem. Now you can focus on who the person who's going to make that money. You're now walking in the direction. That is priceless. Okay, it's priceless. And the more you set your mind to reform this person, your money will change. Like you see in that slide, okay, your money will change. So thank you, Mr. Boye, for that input communication. Is there any other person you're inspired to share something with me? All right. Now, when we leave any call, there's something I want you guys to do. What's the time? Okay. Wow, I tried to. I did what I did. I was thinking I'll take 2 hours. Wow, I tried. Okay, I think I'm getting close to my New Year goals. And I talked slow. Yay. What? I like it. So I was slow, I was calm, but I hit a good time. All right. And I said I was going, what? To do those 2 things within time frame is beautiful. Okay. So one of the things I want you guys to do, what I'm sharing with you right now, one of the things you guys will realize is not just trading oriented, is life in itself. You cut across, it's going to affect every facet of life. Okay. So I would need you guys to, there's something I learned in mentorship. When you're getting mentorship, there's something you do that drives retainability. Make a goal from every learning. Set a goal from every learning. Okay, or set a decision from every learning. Okay, first is gratitude, then second is decision. All right, you state what you learned. You're grateful for what you were exposed to, and you're making a conscious decision to do something with it. That should be the template from every call. Does that make sense? So, because this is a system of accountability, I would want to know. And the only way I'm going to know is when you share it with me. So leaving this call, okay, make a conscious exposure note of what you got exposed to, how it affected you. And you know what that's going to do? You won't come into the next call not knowing what you're going to. You know that if I finish this call, I'm going to definitely write a conscious note. So you would do the call absorbing. This is where you absorb. You know, I said something about dissolving, okay, to resolve, then absorb to evolve. This is one way to absorb. You have to create the foundation for absorbing. if you know that there's an accountability process to every call you attend, you would have to state what you learn. It means if you come into a call, there's a consciousness that you want to get something. True or true? Your presence will demand you to catch something because you know that after this, you're going to communicate, you're going to be accountable. So it means you're programming yourself to absorb. And now you're setting a tone of gratitude. So for every session, okay, create a tone of gratitude based on what you learned. It does something for you, but it also does something for me. I have sown seeds in this call. I want to know the ground they fell into, what it attended to, so I can water them. Okay. So state your ingratitude form, because that you're doing that for yourself. You may say thank you, but no, I am grateful. I am exposing. So gratitude is a language, is a person. I need you guys to start building the personality. You are going to have grateful experiences from grateful personality. So you want to train yourself to be a grateful personality so that you can start experiencing grateful experiences. So every session in the gratitude form, state out the things you got exposed to. That is identification. You're identifying the things you're learning, and now you're making a decision to do something about it. Okay, so that is what do you guys understand what I'm saying right now? From every session, you do that. It may be short, it may be many things, but let there be a decision, something you're going to do in the line of what you learn. Imagine if every session you're making commitment that you are aware of and they are written down. You can come back and you read them. You're written them. Okay, you're just going, just like as you read your affirmation, you're writing your commitment. Guess what? You're going to compound on them. Consciousness, something you see, something you hear. Okay, that is one way you guys are going to absorb greatly in this environment. Does this make sense? Okay, I'm not saying state it here. You're gonna drop it on the WhatsApp group. All right. So that is what we do from every session. You drop it on the WhatsApp group. Can we all do this? Put 100 on the chat. Know that after this is an instruction. Okay, it's an instruction, and based on accountability, I hope everyone, whether you're watching this as a recording or you're watching this live here right now, you have to step on this. Okay, step on this. Does that make sense? So that is one. So that brings us to the end of this. The only thing I'm going to do in this session that is remaining, I'm going to stop the video right now because I can't record the other part. The other thing I want to say, okay, in the line of what we're planning into the week, what we're planning into this month, I want some of you to be excited. I already stated some certain things. I'm going to just give you guys updates. Some of you may not know the update. Some of you may. But I want you guys to be excited about what we're planning. And the reason I'm sharing with you guys is because of the faith. Okay, sorry, let me stop recording now.